fall, my aunt and uncle arranged a senior trip for me to fly to Las Vegas, Nevada, and to visit the Grand Canyon. Whenever I first heard about this, I was super excited, but whenever it got closer to time, my nerves started to kick in. I remember being at the gate, and me and my mom were both crying. She was crying because her little girl was going to travel the world, and I was crying because I felt unprepared and overwhelmed. This would be my first time flying alone and flying at all since the age of 12. At first, the experience was really terrifying. On my way there, I felt like I had no idea what to do. And then on my way home, I felt like a pro. I had learned so many valuable tips and tricks about flying alone on my trip, and I was ready to go again. Today, I want to share how to fly alone and feel prepared and comfortable doing so. The 3 key components to flying alone include planning ahead, packing lightly, and looking for comfort. The most crucial of these 3 tricks is to plan ahead. The key to ensuring you get what you want from your trip is planning ahead. Danielle Pincus stated in Flying Solo, a few of the details you should know before flying include booking your accommodations. Have your hotel reservations, any type of transportation that you might take later in your trip, or any tours that you're doing later on done, so that way you won't be worrying about it in the airport. Buy your tickets as early as possible. Don't wait until the day of, the day before, or even the week before to buy your tickets, because it's very likely that your trip will be sold out and that you will have to book a different flight and rearrange everything. Know your future gate numbers. Gate numbers are also very subject to change, so be sure to check it before your flight, as well as whenever your first flight lands. The flight attendants normally go by and ask, and don't be shy to ask them of what it is. I like to have all my items packed in advance and double checking to have tickets, passports, and plane essentials. This helps me put at ease and I feel prepared before going. The easiest way to ensure you don't feel overwhelmed or put in a vulnerable situation is to be sure that you've planned. One of the most basic ways of planning ahead is to pack and to pack smart. Packing is commonly known as one of the main stresses that go along with flying. Many people procrastinate and wait until last minute and feel unprepared to their trip due to not knowing if they brought the right items. Allie Garland stated in How to Pack Smart that downsizing is a good place to start. She recommended bringing smaller luggage. Instead of bringing a large suitcase, bring a medium-sized suitcase, so that way you think while you're packing and realize that you don't have as much space available as you believe. Pare down your toiletries. Instead of bringing a large bottle of shampoo, conditioner, and contact solution, go to your local Walmart and buy travel sizes of everything you have, and if stuff comes in combinations like a shampoo and conditioner put together, be sure to purchase that. Packing multiple use items. Having all your tops fit with all your bottoms is an easy way to save storage because you can wear an item more than once and you can pair different outfits without looking the same. Garland stated that simply taking less is often easier said than done, so be sure that while you're packing that you're condensing and that you realize that this is really what you need for your trip. If you're more prepared with your luggage, it will also make your flight less stressful and more comfortable. Flying can cause major anxiety amongst many of its flyers, so finding comfort in the familiar is an easy way to ease this stress. The article Long Distance Flying in Your Future by Danielle Braft shows that she pictures an aircraft seat as a mini hotel room. Braft encourages you to see what your airline offers and to bring any comforts for home. I would recommend bringing a blanket because most planes tend to run cold, a pillow if you have a long flight so you need to take a nap to be prepared for the rest of your day, gum for if your ears start to hurt due to the high pressure, and headphones to block out the noise of kids on your flight. And then some flights also allow you to bring certain types of food, so you could check in advance and see if your flight allows that. Comfort is a huge factor in flying, and all of these tips can help make your trip more comfortable. These 3 tricks are the 3 most valuable tips for flying alone, and if you follow these tips, you are guaranteed for peaceful flying. The next trip you try planning ahead, packing lighter, and looking for comfort, and see how it affects your flying experience. Now that you know all these flying secrets, flying should be a breeze. So go have fun and book your dream vacation now.